Hey guys, it's Alex coming at you once again from Southern California. I forgot to plug a documentary that just came out about the curator over at Glasshouse Records. The documentary is called Record Safari, so just go to recordsafarithemovie.com and you can rent it for just $5. It's a full length, full like hour and a half documentary about this guy Alex Rodriguez's record digging journey across the country as he collects records that ultimately will be at the Coachella record fair that he curates as well. Definitely worth your time. I mean, I know there's similar things that are out there, but most of them are much shorter and much lesser production values, I'd say. And this one does follow just primarily Alex, as well as there's goes to different record, pretty famous record stores around the country, and there's some musicians also in here as well. It's really well done. Definitely worth checking out. Just $5. RecordSafariTheMovie.com. Check it out. And it goes without saying, but support your local record stores as much as you can right now. A lot of them have gone to online sales, which is great. So I will might as well take a few minutes just to show some of the other records that I got from Glasshouse through their recent online auctions since the brick and mortar store is closed. This is the first one on KPM, the British. Sorry about the glare. The British Library Music label. They all kind of have this similar generic cover. This one is all works by Ron Geeson. It's 19 pieces. Really cool stuff. Geeson is kind of an experimental artist. All these tracks, they're all under 2 minutes, and it's kind of cool because they have like little descriptions of each one. For example, a series of gradually increasing harsh oscillations. That's one track. Another is echoing empty sound in a repetitive sequence. Another one is rhythmic, tuneful organ sound with repetitive bass line. So, kind of get the idea. It's pretty cool. First one that I have on this label. Got it cheap. He's been really putting up a lot of quality stuff at very reasonable prices. Here's another one, and this one is on the German Pills label. It's called Anima. I believe it's self-titled. A group I was not familiar with. It's basically a quartet with what I believe is a husband and wife leading the group, Limpa Fuchs and Paul Fuchs, with Friedrich Gulda on piano and Jay Rottenbacher on bass. There they are. And yeah, this is very much this is a completely improvised set. It says the music contained herein is completely totally improvised. Nothing was premeditated beforehand, and so there's some very interesting interplay. There's some interesting instrumentation as well, and some vocals here from I think from Limpa, the woman, and really enjoy it. Definitely not for everyone, but pretty cool and fantastic cover art as well. I got a couple of Anthony Davis records as a leader, which I don't think I had anything with him as a leader. This one had been on my want list for a while, in particular because of the lineup with James Newton on flute and Abdul Wadud on bass or cello. In this case, there they are. This one very much, pretty much a modern classical piece. Not a whole lot of improvisation. Still digesting this one. Some beautiful stuff, but definitely one to listen to on repeat before I fully get it. Um, and then this one, Anthony Davis, it's called Variations in Dreamtime. Interestingly, on the Indian Navigation label. So this one again features Abdul Wadud on cello. There's Firan Aklaf on drums, Rick Rosie on bass, not familiar with him, J.D. Perrin on clarinet, bass clarinet and flute, George Lewis on trombone, and Anthony Davis on the piano. So this one is a lot more improvised, sort of a structured improvisation piece, a little bit in the root of like Anthony Braxton, but with the distinction there with Braxton, who often does not have drums. Here with there's a groove throughout, almost like an Electric Miles groove going on through the entire record. It's two sidelong pieces, and it really makes it a very interesting. Highly recommend this one. Very surprising. The way that he sort of melds that groove element with sort of the more avant-garde and improvisational elements. Really nice record here from Anthony Davis. And then the last one I picked up from the auctions was this one. I know, Sherv, you've been showing a lot of, or you just did a video with all of your Elvin Jones as leader records. Interestingly, yeah, this one popped up. One I don't see very often. I was aware of it, but never actually listened to it. Elvin Jones Is on the Mountain with Jan Hammer and Gene Perla, who I know was a collaborator with Elvin Jones quite a bit in the 70s. I'm not a big Jan Hammer guy, but I do like this record quite a bit. It's definitely very much on the fusion. It's pretty much straight jazz fusion record. But yeah, really excellent playing. They really let loose in this trio setting. It's on the PM label, and fantastic cover art. So, yep, that's it. Go check out that documentary, and again, support your local stores as much as you can. And all right, see you guys soon.